Hi, friends. It's me, host Eric. I'm the host talking with famous people, and today we're going to talk about a subject that Luna wanted me to talk about, specifically Psycho Sophie. It's by some Russian dude, and Luna just put a link in there. Maybe she wants me to click that link. She puts, yeah, I got that first one, and then let me see this Tumblr one. Okay, so anyway, the basic principle of Psycho Sophie, as far as I can say, is first of all, let me explain that it's intended as a intertype relationship thing, and it divides the world into 24 types, and it's based not on what behaviors you display or on what you have, but rather on your perspectives regarding different modalities of attention. So it divides the world into emotions, logics, physics, and will, and says we prioritize those in terms of significance to us in various orders. I've determined that I am an LEPW, and that the third one is your weak one, the one that gives you the most trouble. So, what does it mean to say that I'm an LEPW? Well, it means I prioritize logics first, then emotions. You might say I'm an EL. It's possible. But I think realistically I'm an LE. And then I prioritize emotions second. And I prioritize physics, which has to do with basically achievement shit in the world. Money, getting shit done, stuff like that. I prioritize that third, but it causes me problems. That's why it's in my third thing. And then the fourth area, imposing my will upon the world, basically, or my relationship between my will and the objects of my will. That's a calm, relatively unattended to function for me. It means I don't really care that much about it, but I'm probably pretty competent at it, and it's not really directly a matter of concern for me. It's sort of indirectly a matter of concern. Now, this is just my impression of the thing based on an initial looking over of one website. So it's not any sort of expertise I have on the subject, but I like the fact that the model positions it as from a meta perspective like that, where it says it's about our perspectives on logical justifications, emotional justifications, real world impacts, achievement kind of thing, justifications, and larger big picture abstractions about our purpose. It also divides the world into purposes and processes. So I'm going to look a little bit more into this here as we explore the subject. It says, obviously, with four different things here, we've got 24 types, which is the all the permutations of these four in different orders, I guess. Um, so like I'd be a 1L, 2E, 3P, and 4W. And all right, so I'm not 4L. Um, so I'm I have 1 and 2 are strong. That's L and E. 3 and 4 are weak. That's P and W. So the this test probably the link doesn't. It's probably not good. Maybe. Do you find people emotional? Yes. I'll put the link to this test in the video. Do you like cooking? Yes. Yes. No. My memory's not so good. Do I have a habit of analyzing everything around you? Yes. Would you say that money is not so important? No. Well, yes. It's difficult for you to break up with someone? Yes. No. Yes. No. Do you like discussions? Yes. Do I trust authorities? No. Do you like to intrigue people? Yes. Do you like romantic people? Yes. Are emotions not so important in your life? No, that's not true. Yeah, I can be calm in stressful situations. Yes, I have passion to analyze everything around me. Do you avoid empty talks? No. Do you hide your actual emotions from most people? No. Yes, I know someone's lying to me. Am I pedantic? Yes. Do you worry about your health too much? No. Are you see a suffering person? Do you feel his pain as your own? Yes. Do you hate raunch very much? No. Sort of. Is something uncomfortable to you? Do you usually tolerate if something's uncomfortable to you? No. Are you being constrained being in a new place? Are you constrained being in a new place? No. Do you truly hate callous people much? No. Are you an artistic person? Yes. Are you a pragmatic person? No. Are you the person who likes relaxing on a large scale? What does relaxing on a large scale mean? Uh, yes. Are you afraid much of losing respect from other people? Yes. Are you capable of laughing at yourself in public? Yes. Are you very worried about offenses? No. Are you a curious person generally? Yes. Are you attentive to detail? No. Do you like studying processes generally? Yes. Do you hate injustice much? Yes. Do others find you a discreet person? No. Are your emotions the most important thing in your life? No. Are you a dreamer? Yes. Do you forgive people always during the time? Usually. Do you value your own problems less than problems of valuable people for you? No. Do you finish tasks at the last moment? Yeah. Do people find you confident? Yeah. Do you usually help people in return for nothing in return? Yeah. Do you like to be responsible for other people? No. 1L, 2P. No, that's not right. 3E, and 4W. So it says here about my test results. 1P, you have a strong inner passion to logical analysis. Your brain's constantly analyzing, rating, trying to find the truth out, and it relates to everyday part of life. Inside of you, there's a big immutable picture of the words, which is constantly being improved by your experience. You like smart people, but usually don't aim to share your experience with them. You prefer to provide ready logical results instead of thinking processes. No. You don't like empty talks. I do like empty talks. You don't talk very much to people around, but you always talk clear. No. You are energetic and agile. You're good in taste, clothes, food, even if you don't cook. You like new senses. You're able to notice unique features and everything. You don't separate things on beautiful and ugly. Everything is unique, although you hate raunch a lot. I don't hate raunch a lot, and I answered the question, no. You are careful towards the comfort of other people. No, this is not correct. You are an emotional person very much. You're sensitive and vulnerable. It makes you try to be close from people around. You don't have many people whom you trust. Towards emotions, you value attentiveness. No. You are a soft and tolerant person. You are able to forgive people if they repent, even after serious mistakes. It's difficult for you to refuse to people. People around can make a profit off it. On the other hand, you're always ready to defend your friends and relatives. You defend them stronger than yourself. You're a true companion. For self-organization, perhaps you do everything at the last moment. You admire responsibility. Yeah, that fits me. I'm not an LP. I want test results for what I said I was. It must be an EL. I don't know. It's not very good. Let me see the types. If I were an EL, if I were what I said I was, an LEPW, maybe I have an ELPW. Yeah, I'm ELPW. Now this is accurate. So anyway, this video, I have to edit it now if I'm going to use it. 2L, you are fast and flexible in your thinking. On one hand, you like building theories, reasoning, learning new things. On the other hand, you like sharing your ideas and knowledge with friends and other people around. You are not scared by complicated or confusing ideas. On the contrary, though you learn quickly, sometimes you forget quickly as well. If these things are useless to you, people around you find you a good teller. They are never bored with you. In talking, you have a subconscious habit to intrigue people, and after that, to reveal with an interesting and clear answer. You hate people who are not able to either reason or listen. That's accurate. Now, that's accurate. I'm 2L, and I'm 1E. You're a very emotional and romantic person. Without exaggeration, you identify yourself with emotions. Your emotions are always pure, strong, and sincere. They're also catching to people around you. It makes you the soul of a company. You don't like emotional games or anything else which makes emotional expressions complicated. Also, you are a dreamer and a romancer who already has a lot of interesting and unusual thoughts. You attract people with your brightness and openness. 3P. You are a hypersensitive person, which makes you like or dislike many physical senses very much. You like physical comfort, but if it's uncomfortable, sometimes you tolerate because you are shy to inform about it. You are pedantic. You affect material things even if they are useless. Probably in your place there are many beautiful trinkets or little pieces of little cool things, you know? And it's a pity to throw them out, like this rock. Money takes an important part in your life. You try to be handsome and well-groomed in front of people. And in a new place, you feel constrained and uncertain. The last bit's not true exactly. The last sentence, in the new place, you feel constrained and uncertain, is not true for me, really. 4W, you are a soft and tolerant person. Well, that one I already read it for the other one. And that's accurate as well. So, I mean, I think ELPW correctly types me. And that test was not a very good test. But I do find that description accurate. And I find the idea of approaching it from that angle of priorities, because I really do prioritize emotion ultimately, as is indicated by my third function, hidden agenda of being loved. And so if you want to take that test, it's probably not going to give you the right answer. But if you want to read the types, you can probably find your right answer. You do it like I just did, which is figure it out by just going like, I'm either LE or EL, and then reading it and seeing. I'm definitely ELPW. And I don't know what exactly it says about intertype relations, but it does say in this page that 1 and 4 are outcomes, 2 and 3 are processes. So T is a process, emotion is the outcome. That's absolutely 100% true. And 3 being physics. Yeah, physics, money and shit is a process, and W is an outcome to implement my will. That's absolutely fucking true. Dominant, 1 and 3. So, in other words, what does it mean by dominant, though? The dominant function is often the reason of activity, confidently or timidly. It has many ambitions, but the adapted one takes everything calmly. Watching the behavior of a person, you can find some of the dichotomies which helps to typify very much. So in other words, I'm calm and confident in dealing with, at least publicly, in dealing with things like money and stuff like that. But it's a weak function anyway. Whereas 2 is my strong process, TI, thinking. 1 and 4 are my outcomes. I use everything really to primarily serve this number 1 outcome, and number 4 is the other sort of ability. It's sort of a between. It's a process. It's a half outcome, half process. Okay, so and then obviously adapted means it's adapting to the dictates of the 1 and the 1st and 3rd. Okay. So if you have 1, 4, 2, 3, in other words, relations are considered where each functions separately. For example, there are 2 types, EPWL and WEFL. WEPL, it should say. Okay, towards emotions, their relations are according to the schema 1, 2 towards physics, 2, 3 towards will, and 1, 3 and logic. Oh wait, to the schema 1, 2 towards physics, 2, 3, will 1, 3, and logic 4, 4. Following the sense, all possible sorts of connections can be classified in 4 groups. The EPWL, the finest is LWPE, and the worst is WLEP. So it's the opposite is the best for you. So that would mean the best for me would be, if I'm ELPW, would be WPLE. WPLE is my ideal type according to this system. WPLE. Let me look them up. WPLE. This should be my dual according to the Psychosophy system. Yeah, that looks like Cameron. Is that you, Cameron? Come on in. Oh, no, I'll come unlock it. Sorry. Well, I'm going to probably edit this and get some information out of it. This is just an introductory thoughts on Psychosophy. Thank you to Luna for bringing up the topic.